birthday, she goes to work in this tea shop in Calcutta to make a little extra money for her family. We're a bunch of subsistence farmers. Problem is, there is no tea shop in Calcutta. She's sent to a brothel where 5 times a day she's lined up shoulder to shoulder with 10 other girls her age and sold to the highest bidder, men old enough to be her grandfather. And this goes on like this every day of her life until 3 years later, an organization called Traffic Jam comes in and shuts down the brothel, and they take this girl to a safe house. It's this place outside the city. There's a playground, there's a tree house, and they basically try to give these kids back the childhood that they'd never had. But once she's at the safe house, this girl sits in the corner of the lot every day, pouring dirt over herself because she wants to disappear, because she's so broken by what she's gone through, so ashamed of it. Every year, 1.2 million kids are brought into the same fate that this girl suffered. We hear these statistics associated with sex trafficking, and it's just immense. 29 million people living in slavery in the world. That's almost the population of California. It happens in 127 countries, 2/3 of the world. It happens over in India, it happens in your backyard. And we hear these statistics and we just think, what can people like us do about it? This is too big for us. What can we do? And the answer is, you fight it, one life at a time. 2 years ago, I visited that safe house over in India, and I was walking into the playground, that yard. This girl comes up to me and starts tugging on my hand and talking to me in a foreign language. She's got this big smile on her face, and I talk to the translator because I don't understand what she's saying, and I ask, what does she want from me? And he says, well, she wants to teach you to dance. And so I figured, you know, why not? And so she starts teaching me this really graceful Hindu dance. But I can't do it. I'm this rigid white guy. So all the kids in the yard are laughing at me and pointing at me. And later in the day, I asked the translator, you know, who is that girl? What's her story? And the translator looks at me and he says, that's the same girl who sat in the corner of the yard pouring dirt over herself every day. When we look at these statistics, it's easy to be discouraged. It's easy to say, you know, we can't do anything about it. But when we look at the individuals, when we look at those girls coming from that background and learning to dance, we find hope. This problem is too big to ignore, and you guys can do something about it. That's why I'm here to talk to you about Traffic Jam.